Hey guys, Moldran here. Today I want to talk about gold in RoS Souls and how I can prepare for it and so on. Now the first question is gold even useful in RoS Souls? Because with the current high gold price, a lot of people are considering to sell their gold and they're asking me, what is the purpose of gold? Like, is it still useful because there won't be an auction house and there won't be trading, so what is really the point of gold? Now, first of all, gold is going to be useful in RoS Souls. First, there's a lot of new, very good legendary crafting recipes that all cost, and crafting costs a lot of gold. So if you want to find those recipes, like there's like 50 different legendary recipes and 50 different ingredients where you have to kill purple monsters to get the ingredients. But then you also have to craft it, and for crafting you need gold. And those items are often or sometimes even best in slot or better than anything else you can find. So for crafting, you certainly want to have a lot of gold available. The second thing is enchanting. Enchanting items is really important in RoS Souls. If you get level 70 items, you want to roll them perfectly. You want to make them as good as you can. And for that, you have to use the Mystic to enchant them. Now, how does enchanting work? Enchanting works like this. So, for example, first enchanting an amulet and rerolling one stat, one affix to make it better. For example, you want to reroll 100 or 20 all assist into 10% crit chance. The first time you do reroll, it costs, let's say, 100,000 gold. And if you pay 100,000 gold, you have a chance to like roll 1 of 10 affixes, let's say. And to get the crit chance that you need and get a high crit chance of it, because even if you roll crit chance, it can also be low, like 5%. You have to like reroll multiple times. And the cost of this is going to go up and up and up and up. It's getting more and more expensive, up in the millions and then even in the dozens of millions. So if you really want to min-max your gear and really use the enchanting system, you need the gold. And that's why it's important to have some gold in RoS Souls. Another thing is Transmogrification. But Transmogrification is not that important because the gold costs are not that expensive. So even if you go with 0 gold in RoS Souls, you're still going to be able to afford Transmogrification. That's how easy it is. And yeah. And the last thing is gems. Now, in RoS Souls, there are the new Imperial gems dropping, and you have to craft the highest tiers of gems. There's like 5 new tiers or something. And to get the best gems, you need to craft. And crafting gems, combining them, costs a lot of gold. And that's really important to know for RoS Souls, that those gold sinks do exist. There's also repair costs, even though that's again small, like Transmogrification. And you want to have some gold for this. Now people ask me, what's the magical amount of gold to bring RoS Souls? There is none. If you have 2 billion gold now and you want to play at the highest level, you want to make excessive use of crafting and enchanting, then you want to maybe even keep the 2 billion. And on the other hand, like if you're, let's say, casual player or someone who doesn't have that much time for Diablo, who spends like 2 or 3 hours every day do the game, and currently sits at, let's say, 100 million gold, then even bringing that 100 million gold is going to be fine for you. I mean, you don't need to you need to find your own sweet spot of enchanting, because enchanting costs can be unlimited. Like a top end player might even bring 10 billion gold to RoS Souls and then like even enchant when it costs like 100 million gold to reroll a simple affix. But if you let's say don't have that much gold, you can just like say, okay, I'm gonna reroll this item like 4 times, and if I don't get anything better than those 4 times, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna spend when the gold cost gets so high. So there's no magical number of gold to bring in the expansion. Also depends on how long you plan to play Diablo. If you plan to like play for 1 week and then quit after seeing like Act 5, Malfail, playing the Crusader bit, doing adventure modes and rifts, then that's fine. Then you probably don't want to bring as much gold now. Maybe you should cash out now. But if you want to play RoS Souls seriously, like me, you probably should bring a decent amount of gold for your standards, or just keep what you have and don't try to sell it now. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the patch. In 1 hour from now on, the patch is going to be live on new servers, and there's certain things you can do to like get some gold when the patch goes live. Now, keep in mind that when I talk about this, it probably won't be that effective anymore because a lot of people are going to do it. But first thing you can do is brimstones. Now, the patch changes. It says that now a lot of legendary recipes all require 2 brimstones instead of 1. So this might actually drive the brimstone price up a bit. So if you purchase brimstones like yesterday or 2 days ago, you might be able to sell them now for a bit higher. If you log in the first second, maybe you're going to be able to buy some and then sell them higher. I don't know. Same thing is true with some plans. For example, Hello Defender now is much better item if you craft it. So the plans on the S servers actually went from 5 million gold to 200 million gold. So if you're stocked up on them, probably can do it. But I know other people are already stocked up, so it probably won't work when you just log in. But yeah, another thing is Blizzard makes the sale of diamond gems on the auction house finally possible. So if you saved up some diamond gems and you sell them in the first few minutes of the server being up, you can also get a nice profit from that, because the price for the first few gems is going to be high and then it's slowly going to get down. But yeah, those are my few tips for RoS Souls concerning gold. Gold is important, even though there's no auction house and no trading. Because of all the different gold things, gold is very important. And even Reaper Souls, like, they increase the gold gain. You're gonna be able to make much more gold than now, but you still won't like make unlimited gold. So you should bring some gold to the auction house to be safe and get a good start in Reaper Souls. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back.